What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Movie Files. Joining me as always, it's little brother Jace. Bro shot. What's the good word?
The word is Wednesday. And we got Lyles Movie Files, so it's a good thing.
Absolutely. How you doing?
Doing well. Doing well. How's your Dre treating you?
I got a haircut. That's awesome. Because it was overdue. I kind of feel like at this point it's better to have it at that point where it's like, oh, you got a haircut, yes, as opposed to
don't you miss the pandemic fro you were rocking?
No, not even a little bit.
It
was something. What's up, everybody in the chat? Let's see who all is here. James Green, what's up, Wednesday night movie crew? What's up, James? How we doing? What's up, Snake Eyes? King Collector, the king is in the building. What's up, y'all?
Woo-woo.
I'm saving your choices that y'all are saying right away. Y'all are trying to end the show fast at like 8:20. Omega 579. Hey, what's happening? What's up, Omega?
What's going on, guys?
Play Tarbley's here. Yo, Jeff and Chase. Maybe Chief. What's up, movie filers? I assume he's going to be here. We almost had Norris here too. He had a situation to deal with, but I have some news on that end soon. Jamlin Parks, yo. It's no glare. Chief better be here. It's a threat.
Now, Harley Quinn is threatening, so you gotta watch out.
Whoa, we need photos of the COVID fro. Let me see here. I might have this easily accessible.
I was like, I think
I love how easy it is to find this kind of stuff via maybe I have gone through 2020. No, let's see. It was just keeping it where it was. All right, let's see. There it is. I found it right here. That, the ironic thing is I'm wearing the shirt that I'm rocking right this moment. I mean, it is the shirt. Okay, here it is. Here's the COVID fro.
Oh, yeah.
That thing was massive. And I am rocking this shirt. How ironic is that? So there you go. You got the pictures of the COVID fro.
I still impressed you didn't order like on Amazon like the barber kit like I did. I'm like, I can't do this.
Gosh, no. I already tried that once.
Yeah, I got much better at that than in high school when we tried it. Did not work out.
Nope. I'm good. Although it didn't matter at that point. Mark A's here. Hey, what's happening, guys? Ready to go down the Wishes Road. Oh, thought you were talking about a totally different song.
Hey, honestly, Mark, I've actually been watching Agatha. Much better show than I gave it credit for. So.
Oh wow. I need to catch. I'm so far behind on all things TV. It's sad. I'm saving all of these suggestions. So, Jamlin had COVID, tested negative this morning. I'm glad you're feeling better, man.
Be sure to get some green tea, especially.
I think that looks good, Jeff. I mean, it was what was that? I think it was August. Let me see. When was this? No, July 30th, 2020. I think it was going hard. Rocked it, Jeff. Thank you, Collected Disconnect. It was looks like you were in the zombie apocalypse.
Oh gosh.
It kind of felt like it.
Really did.
Almost ready to team up with Gene Wilder for a buddy. That song is addicting. All right, let's see here. While we wait to see if Chief is here, what do we decide? Do we say Friday or do we say Saturday for our movie watch along?
I think Friday looks good for me.
All right, we're gonna do watch along Friday.
Yeah,
Norris is free, so he's gonna watch with us and commentate on Friday. So you heard it here live. We're gonna do a watch along this Friday. 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I think that works better for me.
All right, perfect. We'll do 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
What movie? we'll figure that out soon. Yeah, it's gonna be something that's on Max or Disney Plus because I think everybody watching has access to those. And while I may watch it on my Blu-ray player, I want to make sure it was something that everyone could watch.
That's good. A lot of times my Max cuts off halfway through Penguin, then I have to reset the whole system. Noise the heck out. So
It's not good.
Nah, it's not fun.
So Friday, 7 p.m. Friday nights, good night from movie watching longs. David Thanos, what's up, bros? What's up, man? Coco for Day of the Day. I do like Coco. It's a cute movie. I don't feel like Chief is ready for that. Let's see here.
Oh, no.
All right, let's get in Friday. Watch long. There we go. Adding it to my agenda. 7 p.m. Great. Right. Movie TBD. All right. Let's talk about some stuff. Let's talk about them. We're getting a new scary movie. The Wayans brothers are back. What is your level of excitement for this?
Oh, sorry. What? Was not expected. What? A new scary movie?
Yes.
Okay. I think out of all the scary movies, I don't like the first one, and that was probably tepidly like. I don't know if it was. It didn't meet the level of "Don't drink the juice." Like I'll just say that. That's easy. So
that's a really unfair.
Yeah. Well, honestly, because I was watching
high bar.
Yeah, but as I watched Marlon's interview, he said, "Hey." His brother said, "Hey, thanks for giving me that draft. Now write it again so it's funny." I think this time, on half those other ones, his brother didn't tell him to write because it was funny. They gave him, here's the draft we got. Okay, fine. Everybody buy it. And then they just kept giving out that first drafts. I'm thinking, I mean, if you use kind of some of the more recent horror movies, The Conjuring, Get Out, Us, I think you can do something kind of fun. So I'm not anticipating it actually will be fun, but I think there's a possibility somebody could make it fun. So let's see what happens.
Let's hear what our dear friend has to say about this. Chief, what's up?
Hey, good evening. How's everybody?
What's up, man? You guys creepy, scary Halloween lighting going on down there too?
Is that right? No, man, I didn't turn on the main overhead light. I didn't know if it was going to make that bigger difference, but apparently it does because that's the first thing you mentioned. You know what I mean?
Don't knock a little overhead light. So Chief, I know you're excited about this. Jace was a little bit tepid, as he said, but how excited are you for a scary movie coming back?
Scary movie?
Oh yeah, the franchise. Scary movie. We're getting another one.
I don't even know if I watched the last. I lost interest somewhere in there. It's almost like I feel like at some point in time, certain franchises you kind of get too old for. And Scary Movie might be one of them, man. I might have outgrew the senselessness that is Scary Movie. You know what I mean?
You know what, Jace? He really sounded like a cinephile there. I might have
really.
I've
got
the Scary Movie franchise. Whew, boy, very highbrow, right?
So I don't even know when the last Scary Movie I saw.
I think whenever Anna Faris and Regina Hall were done, I was done because I thought they brought the funny to those movies.
Yeah, I mean, it was just I think I think it's a younger crowd now, man. I think it's a younger crowd. And
what if they do a werewolf parody in there?
Younger crowd, man. And to be honest with you, and that's fine. It's just a younger crowd than what I am, man. For that type of humor. Now the old ones were still funny when you look at them. Like I was watching the dude with the baby hands roast the dude in the wheelchair, the little roast pattern that took place between them. But yeah. I'm not really, I was never really like, I gotta go see Scary Movie. I was never that guy. So,
right. What kind of? I mean, and this is obviously interesting one. What is coming? There we go.
That's a little 90210 action, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out like today if is gross out comedy. I mean, I always say that gross out comedy, basically because of what was it? Anna Faris getting it. I gotta use my words correctly. She had a scene on the wall. I guess that's the easiest way I can say this without being.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know if you can do that anymore. Like, so it's got to be real subtle and it's got to be satirically funny, and I'm hoping. I wonder if they can do that.
Are any of you going to see it?
They just announced it. Probably not. I mean, yeah. But James says I had to double check, but just for the record, the Wayans only wrote and directed the first two. Well, that's interesting. I did not know that. So that was when they kind of went downhill.
Cast a check.
I would never go to the theater to watch a parody movie. This is Mega 579.
All right. Would you? Okay. And this is the funny one. If you were, would you go to see Airplane now if it was in theater?
I think it's different.
Still no. Not without my man. He's gone. He's dead, right?
Oh no. I don't mean a remake. Oh gosh, that's just.
Oh,
I mean like actual. If for some reason Airplane wasn't on streaming, and the only way to view it was in the big theater.
Yeah, but see, I think when you grew up on a movie and you go back to see it, I think also it's a bit of nostalgia. Like for example, Police Academy. I'll go back and I'll watch Police Academy, man, and I fall out the Blue Oyster scenes and certain things. You know what I mean? I'm still on the floor, right? But yeah, hey, but that's a childhood thing, right? Because when you were a kid, you and your pops would go or whatever, and you get in the car and you would go see Police Academy with them. And
no, but okay.
It sounds interesting. We just had to watch TV because.
Oh well, me and my pops, we went to see him, man, and we be in the movie theater dying laughing. You know what I mean? It was just one of those things. So would I go see it? Yeah, I would see the old one, but like I said, it would just be more so for a feeling of just remembering my childhood and things of that nature. So yeah, Police Academy, man, it's a funny movie, and most like Bubba Smith is gone, and certain people are gone from that. I don't even think the sergeant that was always giving them trouble, I don't think he's alive anymore, right?
I think he's gone too. And Commandant's gone.
Yeah. All those, like a lot of those people who were funny as hell have passed on, man. So it's just one of those things where you go and with Steve Gutenberg, he don't even do movies anymore. He's that old.
He's on social media, man. He's.
I don't watch him on social media, but I haven't seen him in a movie.
Yeah, man. He's on top of days.
I mean, you just all right. Would you go to the movies to see Team America?
Lieutenant Harris is still alive, actually. Okay.
Who?
The dude who was giving them all the grief.
The original dude or the second dude?
The original dude.
Oh, okay.
Yep, Michael Winslow is still there. Yeah,
Michael Winslow still, yeah. You say, yeah, I would go see Team America, man. Again, but if they did, and Team America was it was funny, but it was off-brand, sort of like the way Family Guy is. Like they did a lot of jokes that probably wouldn't go over too well nowadays. Quite go over. So
not at all.
It's a lot different nowadays with the jokes. You gotta,
Nick Victory Fire 007. Most of those actors who played in Police Academy either gone or they don't work, sadly. Yeah, I was just looking through. It's surprising that most of them that I thought were dead were still alive. I knew the ones that I was for sure locked up were gone, but yeah, that's wild. Team America was, I think, same era as the first South Park movie, says Blake.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd rather watch Police Academy than South Park or
Yeah,
to
I'm never
where
a fan of
I'm
South
sorry.
Park.
Did you not enjoy the South Park movie, Jeff?
I don't have it in my collection. I always feel like that is the strong indicator of my like of a movie. If I bought it, I really liked it. If not, I mean, there's some oversights. There's some where I'm like, oh man, I still need to get that.
Mhm.
That's not one of them.
I mean, I don't hate South Park. I just it never really tickled my funny bone.
All right, did you lose it?
No. Apparently, for other shows, it's there.
Okay.
It's not South Park.
We could use a spin-off franchise. You know, if the Police Academy movies came out now, they would have for sure would have had a TV series about the Blue Oyster.
Right.
And they'd be like, why? Nobody asked for this.
Mm-hmm.
It would have had a show about the janitor to the Blue Oyster. He'd have gotten his own show.
Every time they got tricked going into that Blue Oyster. Berry.
We got him this time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was still alive. That's wild.
Yeah.
Was he
He's
like
still doing
a
his-
guest,
still doing
or
his
was he like
characters, too.
performing to get on something?
Nah, he's performing. Last time I saw him, he was doing the noises and stuff.
Shoebox, okay.
Nice. That's cool. All right. So we got that covered. Jace, I know you're upset about this, but Warner Brothers has basically all but officially announced that the Fantastic Beasts franchise, Fantastic Beast, not Beats, franchise is done. What's your thoughts? I know you're upset about it.
I don't like it. I mean, because it was probably a little bit more. I mean, there was more story to tell. I would have enjoyed seeing the next one, but I don't think. I mean, it seems almost that there's not any more life in the Harry Potter franchise other than the Harry Potter story, which shouldn't actually make sense. It's wizards. It's bad guys. I don't see how that you can't expand that universe. I don't. I think there was probably too much controversy in the last one, more so than I don't want to watch the movie. It was probably just I just don't think it was good.
The first one was good because Colin Farrell. I swear that was I'm out. Why? Because he was so good in that. And by the way, I watched Miami Vice because it was a double feature in my Inside Man, which I bought the Blu-ray for. I have not finished it.
So, but was Colin Farrell good in it?
You know, I could not get over his handlebar mustache. It just was
They
like
go
Rocky's supposed to be like this edgy sex symbol. And I'm like, this mustache is just driving me nuts. He looks like he should be like the doped out Colombian drug lord that they're trying to bring in just because of the handlebar mustache. He looks like a bad guy. And he doesn't look like he's undercover. He just looks like a sleazy loser. Like, if that was how he was in Horrible Bosses, I buy that too. I just was not getting the Sonny Crockett vibe from him at all. And I was good with the frantic action, but when they started diving into his, romantic interest subplot, I was like, I don't know. I had to pause it, and I just have not gotten back to it.
Did you pause and then?
It's still in the Blu-ray.
I see. That's the way.
I
didn't. I think everybody who reviewed it that I respected. Like Javon said, trash. I think when you watched it, said trash. I was like, I don't need to. Again, back then, I listened to people when they told me a movie was trash, and didn't just, I need to check it out. Like, nah. So,
King Collector says no. Miami Vice movie was a letdown. Cannot compare it to that old series. It's something. I don't know. I don't feel like the Crockett and Tubbs vibe. I think Fox and Campbell and Colin Farrell were kind of beefing while they were shooting because both thought they were the star. And it seems like that translates a little bit onto watching the movie, where it's just like they're away from each other at times, where it feels like, Bad Boys took that Miami Vice formula and made it work because, you can do cool stuff in Miami, but the vibe, the friendship, the bond between them is what keeps me watching the Bad Boy movies. And I didn't really, I felt like they were coworkers and didn't even like each other. And that was the vibe I was getting in the movie, which didn't keep me invested in watching because, there's already a Miami cop formulaic franchise that I enjoy. So, just work for me.
Yeah. But
Blake says, I like Miami Vice, but I don't think it's supposed to be like the show. It took me a few watches. It's more serious and feels like, yeah, I got that right away from the first one because it's just like goes right in. And it feels like, man, this is like 8 episodes already. And that was probably about the halfway point. It really moved quickly. And I understand what you're saying about taking a few watches because I was like, whoa, I felt like it was zooming by. I'm just trying to figure it out. So maybe I just need to watch it again. I really like Citizens on Patrol because it was in Miami, where I'm from. Yeah. It's interesting. Anyway. All right. So there's that. No Fantastic Beasts coming for you.
did you watch the last 2, Jeff?
What last 2?
Fantastic Beasts. I know
I watched one with you when we went to the screening with Johnny Depp as Grindelwald.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch the rest.
It was just one more after.
Oh, you told me it was really confusing, and
it's there. I mean, the whole problem with the whole Fantastic Beasts storyline is it's this stuff that was in Half-Blooded Prince.
Yeah,
and then they expanded and then made it into a story that's sometimes. Wait, I thought that doesn't make sense. And I mean it, but I thought the last one was good. I would have liked to see the duel of the actual official duel of Dumbledore and Grindelwald. I mean, I think I can also live without it too.
All right. And I'm sure Chief can live without it too. One thing that Star Wars fans are gonna have to live without for a little bit longer is this Rey movie because the film has lost yet another screenwriter. I can't imagine why that's the case. I feel like this franchise is solid, rock solid, but no. Stephen Knight was going to fill in and take over for Damon Lindelof and Justin Britt Gibson. They were supposed to be doing the Rey film. They had creative differences with Kathleen Kennedy, so they were out. Then Stephen Knight came through, and now he also has the dreaded creative differences. He's out, so Rey is without a writer, which I feel is kind of the story of Rey from her previous 3 film appearances. So what's the deal? Why is it so hard to tell a good Rey story?
Jeff,
you can do everything.
You had 3 movies to tell a Rey movies, and they weren't given everything. She's all the Jedi, so what's the problem? What conflict are you gonna have that all the Jedi can't solve? I mean,
the Palpatine family reunion, of course.
Jeff, we did that in the 3rd movie. We don't have. I mean, again, what's her story is she is all the Jedi, and now she's going to create a new Jedi Order, but looks. I mean, like Rey herself looks very young. I mean, Daisy Ridley looks young, so having her, I mean, even like an older Mark Hamill would have worked. Is like, okay, he could, look like he's going to train some new Jedi, but
that's true. So I guess the Rey movie could focus on Rey and Luke training up the next generation of Jedi.
We killed off Luke in the 2nd movie.
Oh, right.
And
maybe she can go flying around Han Solo, and they can go do.
That was the 1st movie.
Princess Leia.
We've killed off all the originals except Chewbacca and Lando. And Lando's got a daughter that we didn't even bother mentioning that he actually has a daughter that everybody kind of sees. You guys are laying the groundwork that it's his daughter, but you didn't freaking, cut that. I think that's my daughter. We forgot to give him that. And also, Rey!
That was funny. Lando having a bunch of random kids around the galaxy makes infinitely more sense than Palpatine having one.
I mean, hey, you could even have a bad Lando kid, and I'd be like, yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah, he's a scoundrel.
Here's the funny thing. I think they could make a conceivable movie of Rey. You just have to accept, hey, Finn has to. He's part of your new trilogy. So Kathleen can have Rey so much higher than everybody else. It's got to be Rey, Finn. It's your triangle. It's your Rey, Finn, and Poe. it can't be. Oh well, then why does Rey need anyone? Because that's how we do Star Wars movies. It's well, I don't want to do that. Then you're not going to get a successful Star Wars movie. It's you can't. You're every. I mean, I'm hearing what was it? Donna Summers. I'm every woman in my head.
I'm not quite sure why. What about the Whitney Houston version?
I am every Jedi. So you can't. If you don't live with that limitation, you're gonna keep getting these. He's out. And Chief has decided. Yeah.
All right, Chief. What do you want to see in this Rey movie? We've been talking too much about it. What do you want to see with Rey's solo movie?
Sorry, I don't want to see anything. I don't even know why the conversation went this long. I kept looking at my watch like, well, is it something they want to see? Yeah, you guys are not going to go see the Rey movie. Just like I'm not going to go to see the Rey movie.
Oh, I might see the Rey movie.
I'm not going to see the Rey movie. I saw the 3 Rey movies. I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't see a need to see a 4th Rey movie. She's the greatest Jedi ever. And that's all there is. Ever. So, I mean, I'm cool, man. I'm chill on the Rey movie, man. You know what I mean?
Mega 579 says
I'd rather see Shaolin soccer again.
Wow. But the disdain you said for Shaolin soccer, too. Shaolin soccer.
If you're competing, I mean, the weird thing is Star Wars, a Rey movie is actually competing against a Mandoverse movie that people want to see. And let's be honest, it's Heir of the Empire. We all freaking know it. I'm sorry, Kathleen. We didn't say nothing. You saw nothing.
Don't worry, she's not listening to the fans.
So you're trying to, hey, I'm gonna get this character over. You're not. I mean, you have to create some books, some lore, and have somebody who's done some. I mean, ask James Luceno to make an actual novel, Rey, make a story, and go from there. Like, have somebody old school legends, Star Wars writer, create you some books and maybe crib some stuff from there.
King Collector says, scrap Rey. Dark Horse Comics got so many Star Wars characters they can pick from to make a good Star Wars movie.
They could do Afra. I mean, Afra's a funnier. I mean, Afra's a cooler character. So,
yeah, I still don't understand the whole point of making Rey like super everything. It's just,
that's because that's how we do all characters now.
That's untrue. Mark A says, I think we've had enough Rey Palpatine for now. Here's an idea. The Cade Skywalker movie, maybe.
Well, okay, see, in Jamie, you're gonna have to help me. Cade comes back from an era where he's there's no Jedi. And I think it's Darth Krayt and Talon are like the Sith that actually run the guy. So I think that could be cool.
I mean, it's just wild. Like from the bad idea department. Moving on to another 20th Century Fox library mate. Alien Romulus is getting a sequel. Chief, what do you think about that?
Alien Romulus, that was we just watched?
Yes, the last one.
Wow. I'm like,
eyes closed.
Wow, that was gonna be my movie like on Thursday night.
Okay. Your movie for what? The View?
What? The House, yeah.
Have you seen it?
No, I missed it.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Whoa, jeez. It's fine. I don't know why she was hating on it.
Listen, man. Let me just say this. It's an Aliens movie. That's it. There's no, they didn't break the mold. There's no new features. Like, how can I describe it?
Chief was like, I wish I stopped going to the Blue Oyster.
I mean, it's not that I didn't like it, man. It just didn't cover anything new. Like, for example, I'm drinking this can of Coke.
Mm-hmm.
I will go in there and open another can of Coke. It will taste the same as this can. It will be everything will be the same as this can. There is no different taste in that Coke from the one I'm drinking right now. So what I'm saying is, when you watch an Aliens movie, the formula is there, right? No matter what movie they disturb a slinky tail thing. Slinky tail thing infects somebody. Somebody gets an alien, pops out of their chest.
Spoilers, please.
No, it's no spoiler. I'm talking about any alien movie.
I will not. I just watched, what was it, Covenant? Probably for maybe the second time. Still as confusing as it was probably the first time. And still keep trying to figure out, all right, are we saying this is who creates the aliens, human race? Where are we going here? But at least Romulus, it's, hey, we're going back to sci-fi horror. Your alien is basically your mark.
You got excited. You call it horror.
It's no change, Jace.
I don't want. Hey, again, as you said, as you correctly said, you get this can of Coke. You know exactly what this can of Coke is going to be, and that, myself, friend, is exactly what I want. I want my can of Coke aliens. I want aliens.
And guess what? You will be, and they will get you to pay for that can of Coke every single time.
Yes.
And after a while, it is what it is. I mean, there's nothing exciting about it. You know what I mean? When Coke comes and they got that new flavor, you're like, oh, it's not that. You already know what
I don't want new Coke. I want Coke.
And if you want Coke, guess what? Aliens Romulus is Coke in its purest basis form, bro. You're not going to be like, oh, I didn't see that coming.
Okay.
Oh.
Did you like
a droid alien show up with lasers instead of acid blood with a cape?
Like I said, if you didn't see it, will there be a droid in it? I don't know. You know what I mean? Will there be a droid? Is that? And if it is a droid in there, will that droid be evil on the low? I don't know. But let me tell you this, man.
Bishop.
You?
Listen, man. You're gonna get your Coke, so enjoy it. For me, what
a no sell.
Because my thing is, man, I don't want people to go in saying, "Oh man, Alien Romulus," and then they just get this. It's the same. Like I feel like I'm paying for the same thing over and over again, expecting something kind of different when I go in. Expecting something to be a little bit.
Well, okay.
Altered.
Here's the whack. This is my sound. What's going on here, Rich? The weird and wacky thing about aliens is all actually in the same timeline, around kind of the same amount of years. Aliens 3 or 4. No,
yeah,
Aliens 4
is something different.
Yeah,
one of them was like 300 years in the future, right? One of them was like 300 years in the future where they cloned
Ripley in part 4, but the world is we're not on Earth, and it's a little different timeline. I mean, it's different later in that timeline. Maybe they could. I mean, they're already doing futuristic stuff. Maybe they could do some more. Hey, we have better weapons to take on the aliens, but the aliens kind of evolve in their thinking. So, it's an idea,
man. It's just more of the same. And like I said, it's not bad movie. It's just the same movie to me. When I got there, when I left out the theater, I was just like, oh, I've seen this before. Mm-hmm. And I've seen it every single time I've watched an alien movie, just about. So I wasn't mad behind it. It's just, at some point, you watch Michael Myers, you watch Jason, it's the same movie. It's just different people, different actors getting killed. This, that. And that's what it offers you.
Hey, Chief, this is why you didn't get a Man of Steel 2. They were like, it's just more of the same. Superman's flying around.
It wasn't more.
He's going to have some issues.
Jeff is learning the art of gaslighting as we speak. Here's a master class of gaslighting.
Where you at? did say Coke on the can, man. Coca-Cola, por favor. Hey, if that had been true, that would have been a great start to that movie. What is it? You know what I mean? And everybody just getting
That's no oyster.
Okay, so here's
no glare.
Here's
no
the thing.
About to start beefing.
I know everybody. For folks that didn't watch Covenant, they were supposed to. I mean, the whole aliens were supposed to basically wipe out the world. Would it be interesting to see actual world invasion of the xenomorphs?
Oh, y'all just disrespectful in that joint. Y'all just disrespectful.
Wait. Hal Jordan's just gonna use his ring to make more constructs. It's more the same.
No glare,
fighting somebody, flying around. Is he gonna have some drama with Carol? Yeah. We don't need to do that.
Funny, huh?
Saying Chief, they got you covered, man. They're like, this is why. Chief wants something fresh, exciting, and new. Come on aboard. We're expecting you.
I just wanted something different. Man. I wanted
That's
something.
That's why we got David Corden Sweat. It's Superman. You wanted something different.
I'm gonna find you guys.
I got nothing with this.
I'm gonna find where you guys are.
Hey, didn't DC do an aliens comic? I mean, like they actually had the world getting invaded by aliens.
Had Superman going against the aliens with no sun around.
Oh.
Well, you said Green Lantern and aliens was he? He like
they did that one too. But now they're under the Disney umbrella, so sorry.
All I'm saying is you're gonna sit there and you're gonna be like, oh, this is recycled.
But is it okay? But again, is it what I want is do I get some good scares out of the movie?
I mean, what's scary nowadays?
It's something coming. You're relaxing in the shower.
I guess if you
grabbing you, I'm thinking that's still scary.
You know, Jace, if all the lights are in your house are off and you're watching it on a big enough screen and you got your panties on, yes, there will be a jump scare or two for you there. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Hey, Chief has only ever watched one James Bond movie. After a while, he's like, wait a second.
I've seen this.
He's going to be a British secret agent. He's going to fire a gun. His car is going to have all kinds of souped up gadgets.
Is there different evil guys, right? He has new gadgets.
Alien movie, they have aliens as a bad guy.
And the aliens stay the bad guy. And then once in a while you get an off-bred alien.
Wouldn't that be another movie? If they're fighting something other than aliens?
I'm just saying that it's the same formula. That's all.
Did you like Hangover Part 3? I mean, it's the third film, so. But did you like Hangover Part 3? That was a totally different formula than the first two films.
What happened in Hangover 3?
Nothing. It was tragically terrible.
I don't even remember what happened. Was there Mike Tyson in it?
Hey, you know what? You watched it because I'm not watching
Part 2 was good.
Yeah, go watch Part 3. It's something different.
I don't remember Part 3.
Yeah. Go through that one, Chief.
But what I will say is
new bad guys and everything.
Hangover 1 and 2, same formula. Aliens, same formula, right? To some degree. The aliens was kind of a little bit different. But
they totally mixed it up for the third one. Totally. What
I'm saying is if we're watching the same show, like say Hangover 8, would I probably go see Hangover 8? No. I wouldn't go see Hangover. And that's what I feel about aliens. I'm not going to see aliens like Aliens 8. Like, okay, how many times can these dudes take a Quaalude, wake up in the morning and try to remember their night?
Sometimes it's roofies and glories.
Did you like see? And the funny thing is, you're right to an extent, but horror movies are always the same thing. I mean, like Aliens, technically Aliens is a different movie. It is a bunch of trained Marines going against something, and they got all the coxie and moxie. I mean, they're super cocky, moxie out the world, and then they get punked out.
Coxie and moxie sounded like a drink.
I don't know. Could be more.
But I enjoyed Alien. I enjoyed Aliens. Yeah, I don't remember Hangover 3, man. I'm sorry. I just don't remember it.
You should watch it. You absolutely.
I probably saw it, man. There's only enough room for certain things, man. Something gotta leave.
That's what I'm saying. You should watch it again. So if you,
You know what I mean?
refresh your memory.
He's trying to make you erase a good movie.
Or my ability to drive. You know what I mean? I may get in the car tomorrow and just forget how to start it up. So every time I take in something has to leave at this age. It's all full. You know what I mean? When you fill your iPhone up too much and they're like, buy more memory. Unfortunately, I'm out of everything. I have no more RAM left. I have no more memory left. I've got.
I like when they want you to update. It's like, listen, I don't need this dumb thing. Exactly, James Lee. Are you guys seriously trying to convince Chief on franchise with more than 2 movies?
You guys laugh, but how many times is after that second movie just got bad?
Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. I liked Alien Resurrection, the 4th one. I hated the 3rd one. Terminator 3, solid. I enjoyed that. What's another one? Avengers, Infinity
Terminator
War.
3 better than Terminator 2?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying
better than Terminator 1.
I still liked it. It wasn't like some massive quality drop off where I was like,
what happened to 3? That was the girl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kristen Locken.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the ending was super. I mean, I love the end of that movie.
When they just put him in the bunker.
Yeah.
Hey man, Snowglass, send me your address, man.
It's got a nice fruit basket for you.
Right, you're gonna make me
fire.
Feisty.
Terminator movies are great.
Yeah.
I think most of them have been at least good enough for me to get in my collection. Salvation is a little bit rough, but it does have some good points. By the time you get to Genesis,
Salvation is with John Connor's evil?
Nah, it's a trash one. I can't say
that's Genesis.
That's awful. Well, she could change her size.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, it was. I like Terminator 3.
Yeah, that's the one I have in my collection.
Exactly. We got some 3 parts. So Chief, you still down for our movie night Friday?
Oh, is that Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as Snow Glare and I'm gonna go through the chats and tell you who can't come. Hey guys, you out. Snow Glare, you're out. You know what I mean? Somebody else says something. Wait till I see it. Wait till I see a learn or something. And they're out too.
So we're gonna watch a movie that has a 3rd installment. Listen, all you have to do is survive for 31 seconds. You're good.
Yeah, that's true.
Just run them around.
Right.
Rope and Chief. You'll be good.
What's the movie for Friday?
We're still figuring out. It's gonna be something on Max or Disney Plus, so everybody can watch it.
You skating on thin ice, Tarpley.
What is your Ouija board?
I didn't forget last week.
Oh gosh. I knew I was about to talk about a movie I watched.
I'll let you know because depending on the movie you pick, I ain't got time for that. I got a feeling. It's supposed to be some cut.
No. I want to make it something that you haven't seen because those are always entertaining. We'll chat offline. We'll figure it out. All right. Let's see here. Where am I going? Oh, Marvel. Marvel dropped a 2-minute preview on a bunch of stuff that's coming. Hopefully Chief will make it to 2025. And so we got a preview of Ironheart, Daredevil season 3 or 4. Oh no. Daredevil Born Again. We've also got Marvel Zombies as its own standalone animated show. We got What If, and that's dropping December 22nd. We've got Deadpool and Wolverine coming to Disney Plus on November 12th, just in time to get the family ready for Thanksgiving dinner later on that month. And they also showed Wonder Man. And yeah. Yeah. Now, mind you, this trailer of all this stuff was 2 minutes, but somehow, whatever allotment of time they have for Wonder Man, any excitement I have for this thing went way downhill. All right.
What power does Wonder Man have? He's strong, right?
All right. So, Wonder Man's deal in the comic books, and I feel like there were certain windows to introduce certain characters that they missed. And because they missed those windows, it's kind of like, oh, this character was already here all along, like they did with the Eternals. Why didn't y'all come fight when they were battling Thanos? Our sister wasn't in the airplane, so why are we gonna help? Sure. And Wonder Man's another character that I kind of feel like they have exhausted great villains like Hydra. Haven't really done anything with AIM, but I don't know if they're going to. And he's somebody that would have been really good for them to introduce, so he could have been around in the fight against Thanos. Because basically his whole deal is he was upset that he thought Tony Stark killed off his business. So he got upset. Baron Zemo, Enchantress, and Scourge the Executioner were like, hey, man, why don't you come with us? We'll make you just as powerful. You can get revenge on Tony Stark's bodyguard, Iron Man, and the Avengers. So they power him up, and he's just as strong or almost as strong as Thor. He can take Mjolnir's blows and not get beat down by him. So he's super strong. Then later on, he joins the Avengers, and he's one of their most powerful members right next to Thor, Hulk. Yeah, that's probably it. And so he would have been a really good character to have introduced at this point. And then at some point he deals with, oh man, he's as strong as Thor, but he has no confidence. So he's very afraid to go into fights because I've already died once. I don't want to die again. And that becomes a recurrent theme with his character. He gets killed and comes back, whatever. And because of that self-doubt, he's way more interesting than the typical musclehead superhero. Eventually gets his confidence and he started, oh, I can do this thing, gets killed, comes back, gets killed, whatever. It's the whole theme. And one of the things that brings his confidence back is he becomes a stuntman. And then he starts getting a little Hollywood shine of his own where he's appearing as the star, like a Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger type. And he can't get killed, so he's fine doing his own stunts. And that seems to be the whole thing they're focusing on for this Wonder Man show. And not only is Wonder Man in the show, but they're also bringing back arguably my least favorite character in the whole MCU, Trevor. And Jace, you didn't offer any caveat when you sent this link.
Oh, I knew it. I knew what I was doing.
Yeah, you did. Chief, did you watch it?
No, I didn't see the link. That's something that you shared between the brothers.
He sent it to all of us. So
when did you send in the group text during the day?
Mandarin.
Oh, man, you work from home, guys.
Dude, I talked to you on the phone for half hour on my work days. Calm down.
You know what I mean? That's when I'm getting off work.
What?
That's when I'm getting off work.
The phony Mandarin, Trevor. He is in the Wonder Man show, and he's trying to help Simon Williams become an actor in the Wonder Man series. It's very meta. It's so meta.
I mean, it was funny because I was just watching them like, okay. And then when I saw Trevor come up, I'm like, oh, I know what you guys are going for. You're trying to She-Hulk me. I'm not touching this thing. Nope.
Nobody wants to be She-Hulk.
I like how that's become a verb now. You're not going to She-Hulk me. Not going to twerk with Megan Thee Stallion.
Hey, man. All I know from that, men bad, women good. You know what I mean?
Case dismissed.
You know what I mean? That's what I remember from She-Hulk.
Yes, I'm really not optimistic after this view of Wonder Man. I don't know if I would say I was like super hyped and excited. I felt like they could make it work, but this approach, it just from 20 seconds, my gut reaction is no, thank you. I do not want another. It's just, I don't know. I mean, they had these really good characters, and then they go, let's make them funny. Let's do this. Let's do all the stuff that didn't make $1 billion every time we drop something. I don't understand why that's so hard.
I mean, if you look at just the movie landscape, action comedies aren't blowing anybody else away. So trying to put them in a superhero formula in Marvel world is also just destined to fail. It's you're tarnishing your brand by putting out something that arguably most people don't want. And you've been printing money and another bad product is just, oh, it's over. The sky is falling. Marvel's trash. Like, why just not call that and just say Wonder Man, probably not the property. The one TV show, the one live action TV show we are trusting is the one that's going to keep everybody invested in Marvel. I don't see that happening.
Now, Ironheart's coming out next year, and that looked pretty solid. She's going to be working alongside the Hood, played by Anthony Ramos, Twisters, Star is Born, in the Heights, for those of you who know. And he's gonna be the Hood, and they showed in the trailer him with the Hood, so that was encouraging. And however that plays out, I'm more intrigued in like, okay, where are they gonna go with that than I am with anything basically outside of Daredevil. I think they were very smart. Here's more Daredevil in this thing. Like, it was Daredevil heavy, and it was just like little glimpses of everything else. One of the What If episodes teased Blade as maybe Moon Knight, maybe just hanging out there battling them, battling zombies who are maybe vampires too. And there was some thought that maybe Mahershala Ali voiced this version of Blade. So,
or probably Wesley Snipes, because there's only one Blade.
And that's the only one there ever will be. Yeah. So, Chief, are you watching the video now?
I saw it, yeah. I didn't see anything that made Wonder Man look great. It looked like he was just running the whole time during the preview.
No, The Running Man's another show. I mean, another movie that's coming out.
No. It looked like Wonder Man was just running.
I said what I said.
With Trevor. I just like, gosh. Why do we have to keep bringing him in?
It didn't look good. It didn't look good, man. I don't know. I don't even remember if I finished last year's What Ifs.
It's a good call.
If you didn't, you made the right call.
Yeah, they weren't good.
One Daredevil. I got some catching up to do with that. I mean, section of time, or a block of time, a unit of time, a block and a unit to watch the Daredevil time frame. And
you know what's wild? Is Daredevil season 3 is so good. You're gonna be like, hey, why didn't y'all tell me to watch it? And David Thanos and I are going to lose our minds. We're gonna go,
hey, listen, I'm on it. I'm on it, man. As soon as I get some time.
Liar.
You know what I mean? I gotta set aside some time. I'm usually studying for the show here, right?
You didn't even watch the 2-minute Disney trailer.
And you know what happened, man? You sent that picture of the Terminator.
I didn't see that. That was Javon.
Javon said it. And then I was sitting there dazed and confused at the $300 price tag. And
it's a Hot Toys G2000.
I was that's why I didn't see anything else, because I was like, yo, I don't need to open up anything else on this thing today. I was like, $300. Who's buying it?
That's like 2 of your shoes.
This is just one shoe.
One, actually, Jeff. That's
I wear size 14.
I know what I was saying.
2 shoes, yeah. I wish.
I wanted Chief to fess up to it.
No, I'm just saying, man. I only own several pair of shoes, but I mean, hey,
how many did you say there?
3.
I mean, how did you go from one lie to another?
I mean, wow.
It sounded less credible.
Listen, fellas, don't do me like that.
You could probably trip over 3 pair of shoes in that room you have right there.
But the light is low, so
The light is low.
He doesn't
man.
have the overhead light on.
My candle's lit. I have some Cavassier in a cup.
Pass it then. Rick Cage says, one blade? There's a multiverse, Mr. Strange.
We'll see.
Only one blade.
If you're Mahershala Ali, would you want that? If like, hey, this is gonna be your second appearance, and once again, not in live action, but here's you can be Blade.
How much they paying? If he won't, I'll do it.
Yeah, man. But I just really can't believe they couldn't get that thing together. You know what I mean?
Well, apparently they're back working at it.
Oh, yeah, are they?
I think they watched our episode and were like, "That's a great idea."
You know what?
Yeah, we could have literally sent them that video.
I'm sure we are the go-to for every Marvel.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I just needed to make my Wonder Man pitch earlier. Apparently,
Jesus.
Nick Victory Fire says they should do a new Blade movie, but sadly they have problems. Way too many.
99 of them.
Hey, man.
Coming up with a good Blade script ain't one. Snow Glare, this is the place to be. Yes. Hang with Chief, Jason, Jeffrey.
Oh man, you put that together, man. See your Howard education is doing you rough.
Hey, listen, this is 2024 rapping.
That's way too confident.
For rapping, you be talking about the people in the neighborhood over. Right. I'm outside. Come around and get me. And then stand outside.
Yeah, that's probably not the way to go. All right, but let's talk about this topic that Gunner didn't even want to send along a little audio clip for us or video clip, one and two, whichever one. Chief, I think you saw this. He sent us this idea that was awesome for the show. For today's main topic, what are some movies that hooked you right away from the opening act where he was like, this movie's about to be great. It's about to be awesome. Just because of that opening act. And as usual, when we talk about movies like this, if you have any TV shows where like the first episode or the first half hour of a show really sucked you in, like I'm here for the duration, you can add them in there as well. But Chief, do you have your first movie that had you right from the first act? Where it's like, I don't care where else we go, I'm right here.
Probably Pulp.
You said Hulk?
Pulp Fiction.
Oh.
Pulp Fiction, man. The diner scene.
All right, not another one of you.
I'll execute every one of you. Yeah, Pulp is just a fantastic movie, man. That's probably Quentin Tarantino's, for me, it's probably his greatest movie for me. It's Pulp Fiction, man. I love it that much.
Nodding your head in agreement, bro?
No, I know that's what he believes. That's it.
Listen, man.
And that's not an insult. It's like, hey, you're supposed to have your opinion. Like,
I've got my Pulp Fiction dolls, man.
Yeah.
I've got Jules, and I've got what's John Travolta's character? I'm looking at. Oh, I got Butch too. Okay. What the hell is the? Do I have the John Travolta? There's Butch. There's Jules.
Vincent Vega.
Vincent Vega. I got a Vincent Vega. I don't know where my Vincent Vega is. But there's Butch. And there's
whenever you have against the wall in front of you,
is like when you're using a figure back there and they're not there, you're like, wait, somebody else has been here.
I'm against one wall, and then my PS. What was the last PS? PS4? My PS4 and the last Xbox before the X over there.
The old show.
I got a whole bunch of things around them.
Okay.
Jamlin goes Pulp Fiction 100%.
Yeah, it was just fantastic, man.
What?
Fantastic.
Ain't no city I've ever heard of.
You know what I mean? I dare you. I double dare you. Say it again. What? You know what I mean?
Jamlin has a great one as well Dawn of the Dead 2004.
That was my list too.
Sir.
With
God.
the little girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
she
that's what
went
she is.
wild on him too. It was like, oh my gosh.
I mean, especially
Let me
because
ask you though.
Yeah.
Is it me if you wake up and you can look down your hallway from your bedroom door and there's a little girl standing there with her mouth chewed off, and you're speaking to her, do you run to her or do you run and close your bedroom door?
if you are
I'll tell you what I'm not doing.
if you're a nurse, you probably like, what's going on? Something's happened. Obviously, it's not you're a zombie. You're
How did you
obviously
get in
hurt
my
by
house?
something.
Uh,
Would be the first question.
Well, this was nice little Milwaukee suburbs. You don't lock your doors.
No,
A
you don't
little
lock
girl
your
can
door.
come in anytime to get a fruit snack. Yeah, come on.
I tell you what, I would have pushed if my wife was a nurse and she was running towards the door, I'd have pushed her down, locked that door. I'd have been like, we ain't going out there. Call that little girl's parents. Hey, your daughter's over here in the hallway. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
Sam Jackson is a Jerry Curl Bible thumping, cussing, cutthroat hitman. Yeah, I'm with you, Chief. What?
Yeah.
What?
You will know my name is the Lord when I lay my ventures upon thee. And I remember I went and looked for that, and there's no the verse doesn't exist. But I was
Are you saying it's not biblical?
What?
Wow. All right,
was
Jamie,
Google.
you taking a few that Jace had on his list. So, Jace, what do you got?
Honestly, I came up with a lot of these. So this.
Oh, excuse me. Which
Oh
first?
man, I got some movies. All right, my first one is gonna be Mission Impossible 3.
Yeah.
Because man, I mean, you've seen first two Mission Impossible. You're like, okay, this one it looks like Ethan's in danger. It's like, oh, we've actually raised the stakes here. Like Ethan's. I mean, you saw him. You know, this is somebody he cares about. Oh, I'm in. I locked in so hard after that. I was like, oh, how do we get to that scene? Let's
I'm
go.
gonna make you watch.
Oh,
Philip Seymour Hoffman killed it in that way.
that dude. Honestly, I don't. I mean, I
Thank
I
you.
don't
Let's be
know
honest.
any other movie he was a bad guy, but that movie, he just, dude, sad he couldn't stick around, man. He would have some great movies.
You know, I wonder if he was still around, would Marvel Studios be like, hey, we want you to play Dr. Octopus? He would have killed it in that role with Tom Holland.
All right.
David Thanos, his baby driver. That's a solid choice.
Oh yeah, that was cool. Yeah.
All right, so for me, one that y'all saw in the thumbnail, but I was all on board from that opening sequence was Lord of the Rings and Fellowship of the Rings. That opening battle, the whole narration, but all of them were deceived. Like Kate Blanchett's narration is so good, and then just watching the story politely unfold, and they're all holding up the rings, and then we get the big battle. I was like, yes, let's do it. Let's make this thing happen. So yeah, that's for me. Chief, what's up next?
All right, hold on.
What's up, Ryan?
Who is that? Oh, Ryan
Ryan
Daly. What's up, Ryan?
He's here.
You know what I have here? I have Goodfellas.
Walking into the joint. It is snow glare. So perfect. Nothing to add to it, just Goodfellas.
Yep, Goodfellas.
All right.
Aren't they burying somebody in the woods and the dude is making a noise in the trunk? Doesn't that how that started out?
Yeah, I was trying to like.
And he opens up the trunk, the dude is still alive, and then Ray Liotta is kind of doing the little ad lib over it, and that's how the movie starts.
I haven't seen that in a while.
You know, any movie that starts with a murder is just usually pretty good.
I mean,
Is it me or all right? Maybe it's just me.
Nah, I mean, because a lot of times it's that murder is like you got my attention now.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Man is a very good choice, Michael. Because it's like, how are y'all gonna botch this? But they didn't. Chase, what's next?
I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna follow Chief's theme. When you see a act, you see it really graphic violence. It just usually hook in. And my next movie is going to be Kill Bill.
Absolutely mine as well. Bill, it's yours.
Baby. Oh, it's like
But that to me is my favorite Quentin movie. Volume 1, not part 2. But that here's because I feel like he has like some tendencies of getting away sometimes, like his weird foot fetish. But that one, it's just so creative because he throws in a little anime scene, anime action with Ori Ishii,
black and white in the middle of it.
Just killing it. It's just that thing is amazing. Like the first fight is like, what is happening? It's just like, oh man.
Yeah.
This Happy Homemaker is Vanessa Green. Like, what? Oh man. Vivica A. Fox before she turned into Vivica A. Plastic. Great stuff.
Oh god.
Evil Dead 2.
Dead by Dawn. Dead by Dawn.
Great movie. Kill Bill. Excuse me. Team America had an awesome intro, if at least for the song.
America.
We hadn't mentioned Raiders yet. I bet Jace has that on his list.
I took this list from Gunner, and that was definitely on the list of people the other people were saying.
Okay. Well, on my list, Godfather. Don Corleone. Yeah, I mean that whole deal and the cat. We're just like, whoa. That sucked me into the whole mafioso world right away. I was like, oh man, what's gonna happen? And everybody's just like, go. There may come a time when I need you. I'm not gonna do a bad Marlon impression, but it was so good. I was like, let's bring it on. So those for sure.
Definitely.
Chief, what's next?
The first Matrix. Funny riding that bike. I'm in. Yeah, man. That thing hooked you. You didn't know what was going on, but damn it looked good while they were doing it.
Right.
Excellent. That's got to be top 10 of my favorite movies, man. It was just an excellent movie. The first Matrix, Matrix 1, 1999.
Why are you trying to make such a big distinction?
I just want to make sure that we all
I'm not saying 2 and 3. He wants to make sure.
I don't feel like you're gonna have a lot of argument. Like, whoa! What about Matrix 4, Chief?
Matrix, because these people are here. Our chat is sometimes ruthless.
I know you weren't talking about Matrix 4. Whoa.
Right.
That didn't get
they ruthless.
Chief hates the sequel. We're gonna go to that next.
Yeah, no, Matrix 4 just shouldn't exist. Should be deleted from the Matrix.
That doesn't exist in my collection, so therefore it does not exist.
There's a song from a bloody opening scene that keeps playing in my head. I'm sure it's got to be on one of your lists. I feel like there's a lot of pressure now.
Come on. Oh no.
Let's
that Kill Bill had an opening bloody little song, right?
You sure did.
And I can't think of the name of the song that we listened to when it first came on.
Was it Bang Bang or was that part 2?
That's 2.
Yeah.
No. It's the whistle because I'm trying to think.
That's later on. Maybe we should watch Kill Bill. I'm pretty sure it's not on Max but I do have that on Blu-ray. Let's see. Michael Sola says Dark Knight bank robbery. Absolutely.
Joker, man, that thing. Do you know who's banking robbing? Woo, that thing was bad.
Snowglare says so as well. Chief, I think it's your spin now.
Is it? Okay, hold on.
Bang, 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 my baby shot me down.
Okay.
That was really good. So good.
That's a good sound. I mean, that was another movie. Soundtrack helped it out.
Jaws.
I like how
the skinny dip, and the dude passes out on the beach, so she gets in the water by herself.
Okay,
you remember that was the opening scene? They were all on the beach by the fire.
Which,
I don't know who. You ever done a night swim in the ocean?
No. No.
Yeah, exactly. No one has.
Support.
No one has.
No one has.
I mean, I'm not even doing a night swim in a lake. Like,
Right. No one does a night swim in the ocean. You know what I mean? You know kind of huevos you gotta have to do a night swim in the ocean, and
Huge.
not just a night swim where she's splashing around in the shallows. She swam out. And I was like,
Wait, you said she was hanging out with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga.
No, it did not. No, she was not in those shallows. She was all the way
gotcha.
in the deep end of the water swimming.
Gotcha.
And I was like, yo, she was kind of far out.
He's a classic man, Jamie.
Yes, apparently, man. I'm like, I don't know anybody who does a night swim. Now, when see, you know what I mean? See mi amigo. Mi nombre es El Pollo Loco. So I just that scene there, because I was like, I'm watching her swim out, and I remember thinking to myself, and I was young at the time, and I remember even as a young boy, I was like, a night swim?
Wait, I have questions.
You know what I mean? A night swim in the ocean? Oh yeah, all right. Hey, do your thing. Who has gone on a night swim? You, Jack?
No, I'm a habitual rule follower. So you say the pool closes at such and such time, the lake, the river, the ocean, even the stars. I'm not doing it.
Now I vacation. I go a couple places every year: Dominican, Jamaica, Aruba.
See,
and I've never taken a night swim. I've looked at the ocean at night, and to be honest with you, it's a different look.
You know what it is? It's super freaking dark.
Are you talking about the moonlight?
Yeah, it's beyond dark. It's just
Everybody's
like
dancing in the moonlight.
You ever see that movie Rogue?
I saw the Rogue Cut.
No, it's about a saltwater crocodile in Australia, and they called it Blackwater, and that's what the ocean reminds me of. Oh yeah, he's gonna have to look. He's gonna have to go down after a good Ouija session. Yeah, that's probably look, because the spirits are not even the spirits are gonna follow him in that dark water.
Wait, did you ever see the water? Was it an M. Night Shyamalan movie? The one like the night swim. It's like the people like have the
lake.
No, I think it's actually called Night Swim. It's
I've seen the one where they go in their pool. Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't. I don't know if anybody can tell me if it's good or not. So.
It's entertaining, I guess.
Okay.
That's you hear that soft bell? That's a very non-ringing endorsement there.
I took all the bass out of my voice. It's entertaining, I guess.
It was like, just trouble. No bass.
Yeah.
Shout out Megan Trainor. Jace, what's next?
All right, next for me is gonna be Transformers the movie.
You suck hard.
I mean, just this Unicron's theme song.
Unicron. But I have a more important question for you. When does the opening act of Transformers end?
Okay, when you switch to Cybertron.
Okay, because to me it just goes on continually until Ultra Magnus is like, all right, we're leaving, and then they destroy the ship. So
yeah, because I mean, if you get to them taking over the ship, I mean, you should be locked in. I mean, at that point, you're just, oh wow, this is a great movie. Let's see.
I finally saw Transformers 1. I did really enjoy it, by the way, Nick. Night Swim was okay, Jace. It's not Shyamalan though.
Oh, okay.
I'm just messing around because I don't care what I'm doing. I'm gonna watch Transformers till at least the point where they land on Junkion because it's so good. So for me, then, since you did this, I'll take this one, G.I. Joe the movie, because that is an amazing opening sequence, and I really didn't care. I was like, yo, Joe. And then the Pythonus scene is really cool after.
I was
So
gonna say
yeah.
Pythonus because they were
Yes. By the way, Blade was a movie I was talking about. They'd already I'm trying to remember. Blade was mentioned a while ago, like right at the start.
yeah.
But yes, absolutely. Because that one was like, oh, we're bringing it. Yeah, Michael Solis said it like right. Yeah, it was first one. So yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. We definitely have Blade covered on there.
Oh yeah.
Like it was like, oh, we're not messing around here. Rick Cage got you, Chief. Man of Steel. And I agree with that because that opening sequence on Man of Steel is like, okay, it's not the traditional Jor-El, Laura send him off and yeah. It's really solid.
No, it's genocide.
Jor-El, I will have you. Your boy's odd.
Man.
Let's see. We had some here that I wanted to make sure. Blake said, Iron Man, I like the trope of being in the middle of some crazy thing happening to someone and then go back into the 2 hours ago to show you how our hero got in. I loved how they did that with Iron Man because so often with those comic book movies, here's a long trek to here's how our hero gets in the armor, the costume. And even though it took a while for us to see him in the armor, the opening made it like, oh, shoot. Okay. Definitely have my attention. So, yeah, really good one. Chief, what's next on your list, dear cinephile?
What was I just thinking of? No, I just had the movie in my head, man. Why are you chuckling?
I'm laughing because General Zod is not, or Michael Shannon Zod is not Jace's favorite.
I will find you. Blah, blah, blah. I think they got Guardians of the Galaxy had a good opening scene.
Yeah.
He had his headphones on, going through the cave, singing, and then got attacked by the.
Oh yeah.
He was jamming.
Just pop up.
So
that was.
I had another one. So you gotta ask me. I've got another one, and I can't remember.
All right, I'll swing back around to you, Jace. What's next?
I'm gonna go with Scream 1.
A lot of people have been saying Scream. David Thanos. Yeah.
Most of us when we saw the poster, we knew who's gonna stick around for the whole movie.
Right.
Oh, okay, you've already subverted expectations already.
Yeah.
Okay, this is different. Like
that was solid. Wrong. His mother was killer. It's good stuff.
I knew that one. Oh yeah.
Omega 579 says Superman 3. I'm trying to remember what was the opening to that one. I totally blanked on it. I mean, I remember like all the other stuff to it, but the opening, gosh, was that just him walking across the street and then helping the lady because everybody's checking her out?
That's where Richard Pryor is walking is a clerk. Everything is kind of happening. They're walking through the street, then there's the gas main pipe, then there's all this other crazy stuff that happens.
That was kind of fun. Yeah. Hey, Chief, you back? You figured it out yet?
Yeah, so I'm thinking this was the opening scene. But I'm not sure.
Oh yeah.
That's right. It was Lorelai, right?
Yeah, it was like everybody was looking. Oh!
Yeah.
The car goes off, then the bus.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it 20? Was it? It was the day after tomorrow, and the helicopters were flying, and they went through the eye. They went through that eye, and the temperature came down and froze the helicopters. You remember that?
No, it's been a long time.
So day after tomorrow with the climate change.
Oh yeah.
And the helicopters were going through, and then so it set that scene up, and the helicopters froze. They all crashed to the ground, and the dude tried to get out. One of the dudes survived it, and he was walking out of the copter, and he just froze right there in place.
Oh yeah.
And so into the movie, guy was like, "Hey, by the way, helicopter model such and such. At what temperature does the gas line freeze?" And he was like 150 below. He was like, "Geez." So, it set that up. So I did enjoy that. That was a good opening. And then it had old girl from Shameless.
Awesome.
Emma Rossum?
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you.
No.
Emmy Rossum. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Alien 1 and 2. I don't remember what the opening scene was.
See, I'm annoyed because I'm watching Aliens 2.
Why do you say Aliens 2?
Because I'm watching now Aliens 2 on Max.
Aliens.
Correct.
That's what Chief was thinking. He's a cinephile.
Well, you're right. It is just Aliens.
It is Aliens, but they do not have the extended edition on Max. And it's like the extended edition. I mean, I understand the theatrical cut is what people saw, but when you see all the people who are on the space station, you're kind of, look at how nice this place was, and then it goes to crap. That's why I've been so mad. I mean, I had the Blu-ray of it, was about to watch it, and then the dang thing, you can't play this. What do you mean?
That's right. I forgot to check that for you.
Yes,
right.
you did. I'm also why I'm bringing it up again.
I don't think that was an accident. 28 days later, The Walking Dead did it too. Yes, it just works.
Man, that was a one. Yes.
Blake, yes, Captain America: First Avenger. The Antarctic team finds a giant ship and Cap frozen. Rick Cage, Nightcrawler, and X-Men to assault on the president of the White House. You're right. That was really, really good. That's like one of the best scenes in all the X-Men films. So let's continue that theme. I'm gonna go with Avengers: Infinity War, where it was like, because I thought it was going to be this major battle. And was like, no, it's not. Thanos and his crew were just taking out all the Asgardians that we saw survive. And it was like, geez, they just got away from Asgard's destruction. And now half of them are dead. It's crazy. And then Hulk got punked out. Loki got killed. It's like, whoa. Thanos is coming. Solid. Just absolutely solid. Lost boys never lose it.
Thou shalt not cry.
There you go, Chief. Bust out those pipes for me. Henry G. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Just watch it over the weekend. Classic.
That's the
Was the Raiders of the Lost Ark? That was the one where they Shorty drank from the wrong cup. She picked that beautiful goblet. It was supposed to be Jesus was a carpenter.
Last Crusade.
That was which one?
Last Crusade. The last
which one? Raiders of the Lost Ark. That was the one where the dude looked into the box and he melted.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, like opening sequence. He's trying to figure out how to get the idol.
Yeah. He's coming out with another movie, isn't he?
He should not. Did you watch the last one?
No. I mean, whoa. I don't mean Raiders of the Lost Ark. I mean, I'm just saying.
Harrison Ford will be in.
I did not watch the last 2 or 3.
Oh, maybe we should watch them, Chief.
Whoa, Jeff, I don't need to do that. Come on.
I'm not.
I'm busy.
Yeah, I'll find something to do. It's cheese night between my toes.
You're like, I'm not busy, but I'll find something else to do.
Oh my God.
Right. I didn't watch the last few.
Look, I made a figure of it.
Who's that?
That's
this is a guy. They made a figure?
Yeah.
How much is that figure? $300?
No, that's a regular standard figure. It's $20.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those are the Nazis, right?
Yes.
There's always Nazis.
Why does it have to be Nazis?
Yeah,
always.
All right, Jace, what's next?
I'm gonna go with Street Fighter 2, the anime. Rue versus Sagat. It's like, okay, this doesn't suck. All right, we already got Rue's the main character. I'm sold.
You better bring a jar.
How about Coming to America? Yeah. I mean, after
Coming
the
to
cleaning
America.
scene, that was set. Most amusing.
Why both?
Classic. Right. Just once. No. Always watch that. Chief, you got another one? I think it's your turn.
Well, along from Coming to America, we can go Harlem Nights. I told you I don't want no kids. If you don't get his janky ass up out of here, I'm gonna stab each and every one of you. My man didn't have a tooth in his mouth. He said, you really do have bad luck with kids. Hey, man. Yeah, man. Harlem Nights, man. I had a coworker who had never seen it. I mean, and I was like, bro, how did you never see Harlem Nights?
How is that possible?
So I started talking about it enough. He ended up watching it, and now he understands the. When I say little things, he's like, "Oh, I know where that's from."
I understand that reference.
All right,
I'm
never coming home again.
Right. Sorry. Jace, where you at?
My next one is going to be Casino Royale.
You suck. At that
I mean, like I said, I can go on this one. Like, yeah, Casino Royale. Especially after seeing a little more of the comedy side of James Bond.
What are you talking about? He's fighting a laser ray in the Arctic.
Or the fact his big bad boss is a newspaper man.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, come on. Like, so once we actually got James Bond's gonna throw down with some guy. All right, this is a little different Bond. Let's go. Sign me up.
Right. Just make sure you have a seat in the bottom of your seat there, player. All right, since you did that, I'm going to go with Revenge of the Sith, where it's starting off as that traditional, here's this spaceship dominating the screen, and all of a sudden it's like, actually, there's a huge war going on underneath. Look out. So I really love that. And I mean, I was predisposed to liking that movie just in the trailers, know what was gonna happen. But that opening scene had me hyped up, like, oh man, it's on. And every time I watch it, I still get sucked away in like the calm piece of the poof, 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 poof. And all of a sudden, it's going down.
You know, I always like watching because Attack of the Clones is a hard one to watch because you can't figure out which version of Clone Wars do I watch right before it starts. Because you have the one where Anakin's switching out his hand, about to go, Grievous is punked out by Mace Windu, and then you got, we're going to battle? Got it. Let's go.
You got to watch it that way.
It's like,
you absolutely have to watch it that way.
Yeah.
Because it's just amazing. It's like,
okay, all right.
Got me. Yeah. Chief, you got another one?
How far is the beginning of a movie?
Hey, man, as long as you want to call it the opening act, I'm with you.
You ever watch the Hudsucker Proxy?
No. The name would have scared me off.
It's with Tim Robbins. And in the beginning, one of the execs jumps out of a window and falls like 100 stories to his death. And
Brian's got you covered.
See? Yeah, see? It's a good show. It's a good show, man. The Hudsucker Proxy. You don't like Tim Robbins? You don't like Tim Robbins?
I have never heard of this movie until right
now.
The
Hudsucker Proxy? Not the two cinephiles.
of the three of us with the movie knowledge you have, clearly.
The two of you. Mm-mm. There's no three when there's two.
Coen Brothers. Okay.
Okay.
No clue.
You know what I mean?
All right. Well, add that one to the list. to watch after Chief watches Daredevil season 3.
Who? You're in
Absolutely. Let's see. James Green said best opening to a movie is the G.I. Joe cartoon movie, hands down. King Collector says, I think we can all agree 007 movies always had the best opening, especially when that title theme song's played. Undisputed. Collector Disconnect says, did someone say Dark Knight already?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to put that one on the list. Jace, I am tapped out. What else you got? Since y'all mentioned some of mine.
Jeff, you would easily have to put this one on. But you already used your. I mean, if you didn't already use Star Wars and New Hope.
See, I can't put that on that list because, I don't remember not ever liking Star Wars to get hooked into that opening.
Okay. All right.
Underground 6.
Let me give you one. If you haven't seen it in a while, Memento.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean Chris Nolan to get you. Oh, I didn't understand what I was in for. Let's go. I mean, Memento.
What's up, Doc?
What's going on? My next one will be the new version.
Yeah.
Especially for us who saw it one on ABC, that was scary. This one was, oh my gosh, you guys. Hey, I understand you guys. This is a movie and it's rated R, but Pennywise is just God,
evil.
Like ugh.
Oh, Quiet Place. That's a solid one too.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Chief, you have another Hudsucker fan. I had no idea.
Hudsucker, man. Yeah.
Bird Box.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. It's weird when I don't have a movie in my collection. I don't because I literally went through mine. I'm like, oh, that's the one, that's the other guy. And if they put that on, I mean, because you never know when they're going to decide. Oh, we have a license for it, but some reason we didn't decide to do the license, and now we don't make a movie. Oh well, sucks to be you guys.
I can't wait to get a whole bunch of these movies on sale during Black Friday at Best Buy. That's gonna be really fun.
Jeff, they don't sell movies at Best Buy.
Right.
Put them in your Amazon cart now. That's what I'm doing. Yep. As we're speaking, anything I don't have, I'm like, let me put that on.
Add to cart.
But yeah,
save for later. Blaze says, speaking of Coen Brothers, didn't Fargo have that crazy long intro, the dark, snowy car driving to the bar? Watching that in anticipation, not knowing what was going on. That scene was very drawn out. I agree. I don't remember how much I like Fargo, though. But yeah, I remember that moment. You had some more, bro?
We're done. This one, no, I'm since you didn't. This is a new movie, doesn't have a prequel or anything coming for. I'm gonna go with Heat.
Yeah.
Opening after that is.
How did we go that long without mentioning Heat?
Yeah, Michael Mann knew. I mean, that was the magnum opus on him. It was like, oh, okay, this. I'm gonna check out a whole lot more of your movies based on this.
That scene was great.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah. Now I'm tapped out.
You're surprised nobody said Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh man, it's
a little recent for me. I mean, because he did the same thing. I'm talking like Chief now. He did the dance, which I thought was funny, but it was like, okay, we've seen him do that.
Bye.
Do the full dance, Chief. Stop faking like you didn't study those moves. All right. It is that magical time of the week. I've got two. Chief, Jace, let's hear it. Your nominees for Dummy of the Week. And let me do a quick spinning it. I don't know if you guys can see the panels lighting up, but Jace, it looks like it landed on you.
Oh wow, it's so nice to see. What's going on? My Dummy of the Week is the person who made the Dwayne Wade sculpture.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
Why can't they get these right the first time?
I mean, because like somebody showed like someone showed the Ed Reed sculpture. It's like Ed Reed looks like Ed Reed, but for some reason, it's like you have years and years of great examples of Dwayne Wade, and you got the one that basically looks like Lawrence Fishburne from Matrix. I mean, from John Wick.
That's a crazy statue, bro.
Yeah, that's
The artist's interpretation of Dwayne Wade. And I remember just watching him look at it, like, what the hell is this?
I mean,
Mm.
because who's the other? I mean, like Allen Iverson. That's another one. It's just like, guys, this is the best you got at AI.
I mean, sometimes when they unveil that bust at the Hall of Fame, you're like, man, who the hell is that? How the artist feels. Like, man, once you get an artist that actually does portraits or the sculptures, real sculptures, not his interpretation of what the sculpture.
I'm going to take pictures with this around my kids and grandkids, and then you're going to be like, who's that? That's an interpretation of Granddad.
Right.
We're like, nah, come on. That would have been fine. Or we go with what we got.
That's the East Bay NBA Dwayne Wade figure, Chief.
Well, far cry from the one they got.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he was pointing to. My sneakers. Why is he pointing down? You not
is
even
it the one where it's supposed? It's I think the one. Yeah. Like there's somebody dunking behind him, and he's that, but it's like no, that's just not what
it should be. Like a hands up, or even getting him in the shoot motion after he finishes his shot or something. This is weird. Just weird, man.
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about here, it's awful.
It's so awful.
The ones that did Ed Reed and Devin Hester need to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You don't recognize him?
Oh yeah,
right on cue.
Oh yeah.
Place his points and pack. Way to bring it back.
Yeah, statue is horrible, bro. The artist,
you even had to come back on that one, like, oh gosh, yes.
I haven't seen the in-game Thanos one. Jeez. Oh man! All right, yeah, that's pretty bad. So I have two. My first one is Hulk Hogan, who was at Madison Square Garden, the scene of many of his triumphs, but unfortunately, he could not triumph over his shirt. And I don't know if he needed to put it in the wash a little bit more, let it get a little raggedy, put it in the sun, get exposed a little bit more. But my bro was like, the shirt wasn't working for him, brother. It took him 28 minutes to rip that shirt. He was fighting like.
I mean, you got to gimmick up the shirt. Come on. You got to gimmick it up, man.
It was so bad. I was like, dude, come on. What are you doing? I mean, why? At some point, you should just stop and just start flexing your.
Oh, that's when he was at the rally?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
How old is the Hulkster now? 50?
Too old. He's too old.
50,000?
It was embarrassing for all of us. And so yeah, that was terrible. My other one was my other one because now I'm just like, gosh, that was so bad. I might have actually forgotten.
You gotta take your fucking vitamins, little brothers and sisters. And sometimes when you take your vitamins, you can't rip off the shirt.
Exactly.
Did they put extra stitching? What is this?
So
oh God! Am I on TV? I'm on national TV. I'm 78.
I don't know how old he was, but that shirt kicked his tail.
Good man.
Yeah, I just had to give it up. I mean, that was just so ridiculous. I totally forgot my other one. I'm gonna remember it later. But yeah. Chief, what's yours?
Little Dirk. Just couldn't let the King Von thing go, could you? Little Dirk, they got you for 2 years. Wanted to go somebody close to you with wearing a wire, having you plot out a murder.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, God dang, bro. You were a millionaire, chilling. I always say they always gifted the wrong people. You know what I mean? Listen, give me millions, and I promise I won't get in trouble. I promise you, there'll be no murder plot. There'll be no DUI.
Can you also promise that you won't buy a surplus of baby oil?
I will not buy baby oil. You know what I mean? Now lube, but I will not buy baby oil. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? When I go out to drink, I will hire a driver. I don't understand this. I don't understand why you want to, as a multimillionaire, escape the hood, want to do hood things still. Why don't you sit back, have a glass of Pinot, and just whatever you're gonna do, man. Like now you're facing jail time, Fed time, and you probably get it, man. They got you on tape, like I said, for 2 years plotting a murder. You know,
that's a long plot.
Yeah, man, there's a long plot, but I guess he couldn't strike right away. They knew it was gonna be him.
I mean, Jeff, did he not watch Hitman?
I don't understand it either, brother. I don't understand it either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just do that
What's
scene.
the dude who ruined his life, man, with the Corvette from the Raiders, the wide receiver?
Henry Riggs.
Yeah, man, Ruggs.
Dumb.
Yeah, I just don't understand it, man. You have the money to not do these things, to just relax. I'm poor as hell, and when I say poor, I mean
I don't know if I'm agreeing with this. I'm putting my pen down. Actually,
I'm under the poor. Like if this is poor, I'm under there trying to dig my way to the poor line.
And that's only because of the well at your farm that you're trying to get to.
Well, you know what? Farming ain't easy, bro. It's not a lucrative business. You know what I mean?
That depends on what crops you're growing.
Well, we're milking the goats right now. So there'll be goat milk. Matter of fact, I'm dropping off your goat milk this Saturday, Jeff. I know how much you enjoy it. You know, you said you can't drink the cow anymore. But so
not on his farm, Jamie.
Jamie, farmers don't make a good living. Usually the government pays you not to grow food. And in this case, I'm not big enough for the government to pay me not to grow anything. So I got some strawberries in the spring. I got some cucumbers. You know what I mean?
You just say some mulberries.
Tomatoes. You know what I mean?
Why did you go from
potatoes?
I've got some strawberries to cucumbers. Maybe that's the problem.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Maybe that was the problem.
We got one cow and we got a horse. And, you know.
The goat that's providing all this goat milk for us.
Well, yeah, and the goat milk. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's $5 a gallon. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, let me tell you something. Those chickens are wild, and that damn rooster gets up early. Real early. Before the sun comes up. It ain't the sun rising and the rooster screaming. He starts screaming long before that sun rises. So let me tell you, man, it's crazy. But yeah, I would never get into trouble. I don't get into trouble now as a poor man. And I would love to do things that would get me into trouble, but I can't afford to get out of trouble.
Well, that's why they get into trouble, because they can afford to get out of trouble.
And if I was rich, I don't want to get into trouble because I don't want to spend any of that money. I would be a miser. I'm buying Walmart jeans. You understand what I'm saying? Walmart jeans, bro. Buddy Lee jeans. You can't bust.
So you've been eyeing them already.
You know what I mean? You remember Buddy Lee? I'm trying to tell you, man. I don't understand it.
That's when farming was good. You were just buying the Buddy Lee jeans.
Man, listen. $10.99 a pair. You know, I just don't understand cats who just don't want to stay out of trouble as multimillionaires. It doesn't compute to me. But, you know, like I said, they give the talent to the wrong people, man. Absolutely. I'm talentless and I'm moneyless. So there you go.
I think we would all disagree with that. You do bring the talent. You bring the funny.
Man, I'm not that funny, man.
All right, I'd agree with that too. But you do bring it sometimes.
I'm just gassy. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, on that note, it's down for whatever when it comes to crops.
Hey, man. Maybe that's why. Maybe he's weeding my crops.
What should Chief continue to sell cucumbers? No. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, fellas. Thank you as always. We'll be back on Friday, 7 p.m. And I'll make sure to put that movie out tomorrow on Lyle's Figure Files, so you all can get your Blu-rays, your devices synced up as we do another watch along, our first one of the fall season. Gotta put this thing down on the right note. And I don't think they got the reference. What's the reference? You got farmers here? Must have to floss today. See, y'all gotta help me out on the reference. All right. Jamelin, David Thanos, Blake Tarpley, Snake Eyes, Snow Glare, Henry G, Ryan Daly, Snake Eyes, Michael Solis, Mark A, Nick Victory Fire, 007, and let's see.
King Collector, Omega.
Kevin V. Montague. King Collector, yes. Who else did I forget?
Blake Tarpley.
Blake Tarpley. I forget Blake. Rick Cage.
Collector Disconnect.
Omega 579. Thank you. Collector Disconnect. And I think that was everybody. Hope.
Victory. Thanos, Slow Glare.
Ice Cube song. Thank you.
Wow.
Farming ain't easy, but it's necessary. Sheep chasing chickens like Tom. Thank you.
I know I'm chasing something like Tom.
Now they rapping.
Now we got it. So we got it. All right. Tomorrow, I'll be back on for Lyle's Figure Files, and I will reveal the movie that we're going to watch on Friday night. So for now, thank y'all for rolling. Thank you so much. I'm still accepting birthday wishes through the end of the month. That'll do it. We'll be back on Friday, and I'll be back on tomorrow. But for now, this episode of Lyle's Movie Files has been filed.